How do we choose the people we fall in love with? In the modern world, under the ideology of romanticism, we are encouraged above all to trust our feelings. Love is seen as a shared ecstasy in discovering a beautiful person inside and out who has the rare ability to make us happy. The romantic approach appears warm and kind. Its originators likely believed it would put an end to the unhappy relationships that came from old-fashioned ways of finding partners, such as arranged marriages. However, relying solely on instinct often leads to its own set of problems. Trusting the feelings we experience when meeting certain people, whether at nightclubs, train stations, parties, or on dating websites, has not necessarily made us happier in our relationships. In fact, instinct has proven to be no better than calculated arrangements in determining the success of our love stories. An alternative perspective, influenced by psychotherapy, challenges the idea that trusting our instincts always leads us to those who will make us happy. This theory suggests we don't primarily fall in love with people who care for us in ideal ways. Instead, we are drawn to those who care for us in familiar ways. The difference between ideal care and familiar care can be significant. Adult love is often based on a template created during childhood. Unfortunately, this template may include problematic dynamics that hinder our growth and happiness as adults. While we might believe we're seeking happiness in love, we're often subconsciously chasing familiarity. We aim to recreate within our adult relationships the emotions we knew in childhood, feelings that were likely not limited to tenderness and care. Early experiences of love were often intertwined with more destructive patterns, trying to help an unpredictable adult, feeling deprived of a parent's warmth, fearing a parent's anger, or feeling unsafe in expressing our needs. It's no surprise then that as adults, we might reject potential partners not because they are unsuitable, but because they feel too right. Balanced, mature, understanding, and reliable people may seem foreign or undeserved, causing us to turn away from them. To choose a partner wisely, we must examine how our patterns of attraction may stem from unconscious compulsions. A good starting point is to reflect on the types of people we are drawn to and repelled by. By tracing these preferences back to the people who first loved us in childhood, we can explore whether our impulses are truly aligned with what could make us happy. For instance, we might realize that distant or slightly cruel individuals excite us more than those who are genuinely kind. Such insights should prompt us to reconsider our assumptions about love. Our emotional responses are often legacies from our past, shaped by early experiences. Recognizing this can help us see that our idealized vision of a partner may not be a reliable guide to personal happiness. By examining our emotional histories, we learn that our attractions are not limitless, but are shaped by past events. Even if we can't completely change these patterns, being aware of them helps us approach love more cautiously. For example, we might question the overwhelming certainty that we've met the one after a brief conversation at a bar, or reevaluate why we dismiss someone as dull despite their admirable qualities. Ultimately, understanding our emotional past frees us to love beyond our initial type. We begin to see that the qualities we desire and fear can exist in different combinations from those we encountered in childhood. By striving to understand and in some ways free ourselves from the past, we open ourselves to healthier and more fulfilling relationships. Have you ever reflected on how your childhood influences your relationships today? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If this video resonated with you, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear this. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss insightful tips like these.